this is session 4 of our Stars Without Number game. Everybody is still alive, although last week it was only because Axiom had a glimpse of the future. Because
Oh, right. Yeah, that was going to be bad, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
that was going to be catastrophically bad. You
Well,
guys,
thanks for pointing that out because I wasn't. I had a hard time following last.
yes, you guys are trying to track down some lost technology, some pre-tech to modify your ship, get a little bit more juice out of your spike drive, so you can put some distance between this corner of the sector and the Psionics Academy that is hunting you down for stealing artifacts from their academy. Um, you know that they're closing in on you. You know you have some time because they were not significantly advanced. Um, but the captain did catch a news report on the planet that you're currently on about wanted fugitives. So the net is slowly closing in. So you found this guy named Salty Jack, who basically sold you a treasure map. Um, Told you that he's one of the few people on this planet that actually goes on land, grabs salvage what he can. He's kind of given it up a little bit after losing a leg to a monster out on the land. But he did tell you that a long time ago, a Earth Mandate ship crashed into the planet, and he provided you with the information that he had that led you to it. Um, you found this massive scar in the planet, like a kilometer wide, several hundred meters deep. That was kind of basically the furrow buried into the planet by this crashing ship. Wanting to avoid any creatures, you were kind of like staying high enough above the ground that the creatures couldn't get you if they jumped. But you encountered some sort of strange gravity ebb that Najash almost couldn't handle. In an alternate future, things went very poorly as your ship spun out of control and crashed and killed everybody on board. But thanks to Axiom having a little bit of a glimpse of the future, that was narrowly avoided. And you guys have basically followed this crack in the earth to its terminal, where there is a fairly large hole embedded in the side of this canyon, which is undoubtedly where the ship basically came to rest. Potentially buried into the side of the canyon, you're not sure. You think maybe Najash thinks maybe he might be able to get the ship into this cave entrance, but it's going to be a tight fit. Or you can find someplace else to park and you can basically climb up to the cave entrance. But that's where we left off.
Is it possible, since we have this really, really armor-piercing laser, to make the hole big enough for us to land in it? Just to give us a little bit of shelter?
Um, I don't see why not. You basically use your multifocal laser as kind of like a drilling tool.
Yeah, just carve it out a little bit, right?
Yep.
And it would look cool.
So yeah, whoever would like to can give me a shoot roll.
I think Percival's the gunner.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll say Dex. Seems good as strength.
We are not off to a great start. So part of the problem is your ship is not really designed for hovering. So it is a lot of, making a pass, firing the laser, making a pass, firing the laser. You get a couple of shots on target because you are a skilled warrior after all. But you're afraid that if you do too much, the basically the cavern will collapse.
Yep.
So you've got it marginally better than what it was.
Okay.
It's still going to be a very tight fit.
Still going to be tight. I think that's about the most I can do without risking a cave in.
Captain, should we go in or land outside? The Josh could drive it in, could fly in. Chances of breaking ship, very small. Slim. Moderate. It is plausible that the ship could be destroyed.
You're muted.
That's getting worse.
Plausible is good.
It went from
Plausible was good word.
wow, sometimes. Where is that creature?
Which creature?
Oh, the
The-
hippopotamus thingy.
The hippofrog.
Oh, the hippofrogger thingy. Hippofrogipede.
You guys flew over like a small herd of them.
Oh.
Oh,
on the way to
okay.
here.
Oh, you made it sound like it was a one. It was just one.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
gotcha. I thought like we saw
It was a
different
solitary.
creatures, but then the one that was the largest was 4 meters long, 3 meters high, 5,000 pounds, like a long, big hippo.
No, the ones.
Hippofrog bead. Gotcha. Because I will change that to a plural.
And the Josh can take him.
Is that a hippopotami, a pedami, or hippopotami pieces?
Hippofrogipede. Hippofrogipede. Pika.
Pachu.
If there's more than one, is it a Hippofrogopedia? No, wait. That would be
Hippofrogopedia.
if it could read. Well, now that we know this ship is actually here,
Well, you know it crashed into a mountain.
we do now. Before we had a map that could have pointed us anywhere. But how open is that space? Can we see the ship?
No.
Oh, we just see a tunnel.
You see like an opening in the canyon wall.
Okay.
That being said, if this is in fact an Earth mandate ship, that means it crashed here
A very long time ago.
7-8 centuries ago.
Yeah.
A lot of things could have shifted or moved or grown over in that time.
Yeah. We have a... What does the sand thrower do?
The sand thrower, it's a fairly light weapon. It basically sends out like a whole bunch of like highly accelerated particles.
Like a shotgun for missiles, right?
Yep, it projects a spray of tiny, dense particulate matter. They're highly effective against lightly armed fighters. But yes,
Okay.
basically a ship-based shotgun.
Oh,
Okay. Not so great for moving Earth, though.
No.
Oh, damn.
false advertising.
Yeah. Well, we don't really have anything that would move Earth.
No, I think, Captain, we will have to land here and walk.
We don't have the equipment that I think we might want. What's the atmosphere? I guess the atmosphere is the same as it was up on the thing.
Yes, and the atmosphere, like in the cities, as long as you guys were in buildings, you're fine. But outside, you needed like an atmo filter because there's like this fine particulate matter in the air that gets into your lungs.
Okay, so we should have lights. Lights would be good. I don't know if any of you see in the dark, but
Nope.
yes.
Lobster might.
Possibly. But now that we actually know this is here, and we can sort of mark it in our sensors, we can easily find it again. We should get some equipment. We could check, just not really go in.
Yes, we should look first. Then we know what to go get.
Yes.
But Najash spent all of his money on fancy new knife.
Of course you did.
Laser knife.
Well, I mean, that could be useful. Hopefully not, but possibly. I, depending on how much we need to purchase and how much they decide to charge us for it, I might be able to cover you and just take it. I'll just take it out of your next pay.
Fine. Let's go see. There might be creature for Najash to stab with new knife.
Maybe.
Land inside.
Could be tasty.
How close can we land?
Uh, well, you can try to land inside, or you can land on the top of the canyon, or you can land down at the bottom of the canyon. Depends whether you want to climb up or climb down.
I think I'd rather climb up.
Now, the good news is you guys have been on this planet a bit, so you've acclimatized to it. But this world, it is small, so there is a lower than Earth standard gravity. So you don't anticipate the climb being terribly difficult.
Yeah. But I'm thinking if we're leaving fast, it'd be really nice to be able to leave, with a slight gravity assist.
That makes sense.
So you land down at the bottom and climb up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it is probably about a good 150 meters like below the cave entrance is where you find like the bottom of the canyon. But there is plenty of space to park a ship here. As you bring the ship in, you know, some like local fauna goes like scattering. Nothing that looks big or dangerous, or nothing that looks like it's going to be a danger to your ship at the very least.
Buckner had a good idea to get shuttle for ship after we're rich, and it'd be small.
After
But
we're
fine.
rich.
Yes, I'd like to um, have something to customize, but I think our current ship is a bit too small for me to bring subtle in.
So Najash brings the ship in. Does everybody have an atmo filter?
Najas,
Didn't
I
we
did.
get them for?
I think we got them for everybody, didn't we?
I believe so.
I had
I
one at
thought so.
the beginning of the game.
So one of the things about old school games like this is gear matters. So if there's something that it sounds like we're probably going to need that, if you get the opportunity to pick it up, pick it up.
Sorry, what's it called again?
It's called an atmo filter.
I don't have one, but I think I think I was gonna buy one from your list of recommended equipment. We just didn't have, I don't think, an opportunity to go buy anything.
Yeah, I believe everybody talked about getting them, making sure everybody had them. So
I
Okay,
mean, we
fine.
were all walking around
Yeah.
talking to people.
yep,
I don't have it on my sheet, but I'm happy to have it added if someone can add it.
yep.
I will drag mine over onto mine.
And incidentally, for people, there is actually a ship fitting you can get called Ship's Locker, which once you install it, it gives you basic gear for your entire crew.
Ooh,
Yep.
There's also a ship's armory, which gives you access to any tech level 4 or less weapons or armor for your entire crew. It just stops you having to go shopping.
Everything takes space, though.
Everything takes space.
Yep.
There
Let's
we
go
go.
find ship, see what we need, and then whatever else the captain says.
All right. So you guys secure your atmo filter. Make sure that you've got your weapons or armor, if appropriate, med kits, all that fun stuff.
Take the keys, lock the doors.
Yeah. I'll say that Johnny will stay by to monitor comms and in case anything pops up. He'll catch up later if he can. And you guys start the climb. Said it is fairly easy, but not without some degree of risk. So I am going to need everybody to give me an exert roll. Difficulty is 6.
Dessert.
Exert.
Okay. I need to move things to readied. Oh. Clothing counts as 2.
Your secure clothing does because that's armor.
Okay. Well, shit.
so you get equipment bonuses?
Because it's counting my backpack. Well, I'm thinking that it's counting my backpack as readied,
Yep, it's because your backpack is ready.
which. Okay, I will stow the med kit. And that. Okay.
Basically, all that means is if it's ready, you can take it out on your turn. If it's stowed, it's going to take you your action to get it out of your pack.
Oh, okay then. That's fine. Okay, it was exert.
Yep.
Okay. Sadly, that sounds like a constitution thing.
Strength, I think. So.
Oh, I did con.
Con
Oh, I
is,
suppose that makes sense.
you can choose whatever stat you like.
I
Okay.
mean, they're both a +0, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, if I could have done it with strength, I would have. Oh no, it's the same. Sorry.
I'm trying to add a column to our ship.
I've forgotten that my shit stat was dexterity. Never do.
So yeah, like I said, there's some danger involved, but climbing when gravity is like, you know, slightly less than half of Earth standard, is moderately easy. You guys get up to the cave entrance. I mean, now that you're not in your ship, the cave entrance is fairly large. It is dark. I mean, there's a little bit of light that's coming in, but it very rapidly drops off into like complete darkness. But there's kind of just enough light that you can see kind of maybe 10, 15 meters in. The stone kind of gives way to metal. And you're guessing that when the ship impacted, when the ship collided or dug itself into this mountain, some of the loose rubble and stuff has kind of fallen around, like part of the ship. Maybe a breach in the hull, or maybe the airlock or the cargo bay. You're not sure because it's dark. But the cave entrance very quickly gives way to the interior of a fairly large ship.
Ooh.
Are the lights on?
No.
Okay. I was like, that seems wild. It's still powered?
If
No.
you like, I can turn the lighting off on the scene, and then everybody will just be looking at a black screen.
Ooh.
Well, we can hear that it's metal at least, right?
You can, and like you can see from a little bit of light kind of streaming in the cave entrance from behind you. You can see where it kind of segues from rock to metal.
All right, so we'll definitely need lights. Because I doubt that your fancy sword lights up. Or your fancy knife.
Why would it? It is not flashlight, it is a weapon.
Yeah. All right, so we need lights. What else do we need? Axiom? Thoughts?
Yes. I have my survey equipment with me, though it does not.
Oh.
But I can analyze what we find. I also
All
have
right.
a porta box to all that whatever we find.
Good.
Lack of light is frustrating. I admit that. I should have seen that coming.
Will your survey equipment keep us from getting lost in here?
No, not really. It allowed me to analyze what we find, but will not map it.
Gotcha. So we should probably have something to use as a marker.
Yes.
Okay. So paint or chalk or I don't know, I don't know if your fancy new knife will cut metal or not. And even if it could, I don't know if it could cut
Yes, this place might be run down enough for us to need to cut a path. Or
Yes,
just
that too.
I do have a compad with me, but if we need to split up, having something to communicate.
Oh, I don't think splitting up would be a good idea at all.
Probably not.
That sounds like a good way to get eaten, lost, abandoned, uh, crushed by rocks. I don't know.
Yeah, indeed.
Bad idea.
Those compads, Chris, are they like cell phones? Would they have a little light on them?
I don't see why not.
Then I do have a compad.
They're basically like a handheld portable communication device, so I would say it's pretty much like a smartphone.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that the more we can see before we go shopping, the better, right?
Yep. Well, there we go. We'll say it's canon that there's like some apps on your compad.
There's some kind of a game. There's some kind of a game.
Minesweeper.
I mean, maybe.
I don't understand this game. Why the numbers are confusing.
Tetris.
Wordle, but you get to choose your alien language.
Give me my Birtle. I'm happy.
But yeah, I mean, we'll say there's like probably like a small camera, a small recording device, light, kind of basic like smartphone apps.
Okay. I'm going to shine the light down there then.
It is definitely metallic. Not, I mean, initial glance you can't tell what type of metal, but most starships are made out of like titanium and the like. You do see that kind of like looking around. It looks like the area that you're entering in through is I'm gonna guess maybe the cargo hold. It doesn't look like the airlock or anything. It looks like it's a section of the hull that's kind of like bent and twisted from the impact. So probably the impact like tore a hole in the ship. And kind of at the edge of the light, because I mean the light's not going to go that far, but at the edge of your light you can see corridors that branch off.
Oh, okay.
And basically, kind of at the edge of your light, you see corridors that branch off, kind of left and right, and where the light fades, it doesn't. It fades because of darkness, not because it hits something solid. So there's probably things beyond the range of your light.
Let's go. Let's go look.
Walk into the light.
Walk into the light.
Let's see what we can assess.
So just to be clear, so we're still within what we think is rock face, or are we inside like debris and stuff of the ship?
It is the twisted remnants of the ship. It looks like when the ship impacted, like rocks and stuff kind of fell around a part of the ship, which caused the cave. But other than about 5 meters of natural stone, it is all ship.
Okay.
You are very hesitant, Captain. Why is it you thinking so hard?
I'm always thinking hard. We don't have anything really to mark a path.
I just remember left, right, left.
Mm,
It's not Maze's ship.
right, but if we're running back, we'll need to remember them all backwards.
Yes,
How dirty
the light
is
will
the...
tell you where to go. Follow the light. That's where the outside is.
Yes, but we might not be able to see that outside light. How dirty is this area? Like the floor and everything?
It is strewn with like collapsed ship parts and rubble and dust. It does not look like there's been any sign of anything moving through it in quite some time.
Okay. So if we kind of clear, if we push things to the side of this tunnel, we'll be able to tell where we've been.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Make little
Okay.
arrows pointing to the exit. With rock
Well,
arrows.
more that, if there's only one clear path, well, obviously that was the path we took. So run where the debris isn't. So yeah, just push whatever debris off to the sides so that we have a clear path-ish space that we can walk through.
Yes. Lobster, you clear path, and Percival and Najash will go stab things. And if the lobster gets dead, we will cook him later. Delicious
Let's
lobster.
not.
Get over this obsession you have with eating your fellow crewmates.
It is a little disturbing, isn't it?
Captain, are we feeding Nagash enough? I do know
Uh,
how much his metabolism require, but he seems
I'm
hungry all the time.
I know. I'm starting to question if we're feeding him enough. He does seem a bit peckish.
Yes.
We'll look at increasing his his
Ration?
food allocation, his rations.
Maybe upping his protein intake will.
Yeah, maybe that would work.
Najash will flex his chest muscles since the captain has realized he is peckish.
Wow.
And start exploring. Yes, peckish.
Yes,
Good
they're
for you
very
to notice,
unpleasant.
Captain.
Well, if we let him lead the way, we don't have to see the flexing, unless, of course, he starts flexing his backside.
I mean, I don't mind the flexing, really. It's
Oh, okay.
better
Well,
than him talking about eating his crewmates.
that's
So,
true. Okay.
you know.
Okay. So as you kind of move in, kind of clearing a path, making markers, as it were, you can see that from this cargo area, you're guessing, um, it does branch off basically left, right, or continue straight ahead. And imagine like you guys are like climbing over like parts of the bulkhead that are like jutting out and broken struts and chunks of metal and ducking under like places where like the ceiling is kind of bowed down. Like it's not a straight clean walk by any stretch.
And the floor is not level, probably, right?
The
Like
the,
it's
the floor is
tilted
not
and
level,
yeah.
but it does branch left, right, or go straight ahead.
The Najash will go straight.
That sounds like a fine plan. That was going to be my suggestion as well.
just so the captain doesn't have to remember.
I appreciate that so much. I'm
So yeah, you go straight ahead, and I mean the ship is large compared to your freighter, but it's not gargantuan by any stretch. Um, so it's probably 40, 50 meters until you come into this wide open area. Still cluttered with debris and just, you know detritus, junk. Um, Scattered everywhere. There are corridors that go off in like every direction, and you see what look like the remnants of coffins.
oh
No,
dear.
not coffins. Like sleeping pods. Kind of like in Aliens when the Marines all wake up.
Oh, cryotubes?
Yeah, like cryotubes type of thing. Like at the very least, like the shattered remnants of them. Um, Enough to indicate that this area was probably kind of like a central hub, and all of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 8 spokes lead off to different parts of the ship.
Are they closed, open, broken?
They are broken. Like if you take a look, like one of them is probably like closed, and you can see like the long dead desiccated husk of a person. Many of the others are like shattered, broken, tumbled up against the wall.
All right. Well, they might have useful things in them, possibly. Let's keep looking.
Why would they need sleeping tube?
If they were traveling a long distance,
Well,
or
they
if
are
they
much
were.
faster. Should be much faster.
Yes, but they still may have been traveling even faster. They might still have been traveling too far to live. Or they might have been traveling through some sort of hazardous space where they would be safer asleep and in these pods. Or maybe they lacked the resources to have everyone awake at once. Although that, yeah, I have no idea.
Is very strange.
Those are my 3 guesses. Like if they only had enough oxygen for some reason for 1 or 2 people to be awake, then everyone else would be maybe in these. Or if they only had enough food for, X number of people, then everyone else gets to have a nap. Maybe.
I
Sorry,
assume
did we find like human remains or something, or no?
We found broken cryotubes, yeah. And
Oh,
one of
okay.
them has desiccated remains in it. Although, I mean, if we find the right historian, the remains might be interesting to somebody. Axiom, can you note that down?
yes.
Thank you.
I will add my log.
Excellent. So let's continue on straight. Straight sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Might be the. Anyway, never mind.
Straight ahead, again going through the twisty, turny, torn up metal, you come to what looks like a secure, like an airlock door almost. And even on a cursory glance, that is not opening.
Can we tell if we're just from what we've seen if we're at the front or the back of the ship?
You're not sure.
Yeah, well, okay, we can't at all because we're looking for the engine room. I assume.
I don't know what you're looking for. I know you're
No,
looking
we're
for.
looking for
I know you're looking
components.
for tech. I know where the tech is.
Yeah. We're looking for components to make our drive better. So I assume
Yeah.
engine room.
So this is like an airlock?
It looks like an airlock door or a heavy security door, but the force of the impact is basically jammed that sucker shut, and maybe if there was power going to it, you might be able to use the servos and brute strength to force it open, but without any sort of it is not opening by manpower alone.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's go back to the cryo. Hmm?
Just mentioning that I'm keeping an eye on anything we could scavenge to use, even if it's not the pre-tech we're looking for. If there's anything else that we could sell or that we could use to
Yeah,
for the ship.
that's why I mentioned the body. Yeah, somebody might find it interesting.
Yeah, once we
It's an
scavenge this place, we can sell the location to a museum or something.
yeah, maybe.
If only you knew an academy or something.
If only, if only such a thing existed somewhere.
I mean,
Josh knows an academy.
I can always send them use a proxy to go and see them and sell them whatever we found.
They even want to talk to Josh. It would be easy meeting.
That's true. All right, let's go back to the pod room, and we will.
Basically, just to make things slightly easier for you guys. Basically, if you think of the pod room as being like center,
Mm-hmm.
you guys entered from the north. The sealed door is south.
Perfect.
And then
All right.
there are corridors that basically go like northeast, east, southeast, southwest, west, and northwest.
All right. Well, if all the way south is bent off, let's go southwest.
Okay. For no particular reason, who's in front?
I think we said Najash was because
I would imagine. Yeah.
Percival didn't want to go ahead of him because of the flexing. So we were letting Najash
peckish.
go ahead of us.
He's very peckish.
The captain noticed.
All right. So Najash, as you guys start making your way, kind of to the southwest, the corridor that you're in, it is at kind of like a downwards angle. And as you're making your way, you're kind of like watching your footing, like kind of like using the junk and stuff that's here to kind of like brace your foot so you don't go sliding down. But give me a notice roll.
Notice. I can't imagine he's good at that. Nope. He's not good at that. Probably not strength. Wisdom, I guess.
Yeah, wisdom. Ooh, a 6. All right. So yeah, as you're making your way, and Najash is kind of very carefully, and you place your foot, and the piece of like junk that you're kind of using to brace yourself so that you don't slide, like between the angle and the decreased gravity, it is a lot to be careful. But that piece of metal slides, and there's like this creaking of badly stressed metal bending. And you can give me a physical saving throw.
I am too peckish.
Oh no.
Metal cannot hold me.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice. So you basically start to slide. You basically manage to like grab onto something as like a section of the corridor just kind of like falls away, indicating that you are on like one level of this ship. So it is potentially bigger than what you thought. And you can see down into like a lower level as you're like kind of standing there on, you grabbed onto like a pipe protruding out of the wall sort of thing. Kind of like, man, that's probably about a good 10-meter drop or so.
Captain, the Josh just
Mm.
found a hole.
Yes, yes, you did.
Incidentally, since this is a new system for everybody, falling damage is a d6 damage for every 3 meters.
Ouch.
Is that with one gravity?
That is, it is affected by the gravity.
So it would be less.
Yeah, so it'd be 3d6
Okay.
damage and then half of that.
Still more damage than I want to take. All right. So, Axiom, we can add rope or some kind of climbing harnesses to our list of supplies that we should bring.
Yes, I'll have that.
Can we get around this hole that Najash has created?
You can certainly try.
Or we can just go back.
Yep.
I do not feel like falling down a hole.
I always wanted an anti-gravity harness, but I do not think it is within our budget for that.
Five,
Probably not.
5,000 credits.
I'm going to guess that rope or even
Rope is nice.
chain would probably be cheaper.
Yes, rope is nice.
All right, so let's go back and go west.
All right. So backtracking, and you guys have been down here now for, you're taking your time, obviously. So you've been here probably half an hour or so. Get back to the central carrier. Okay. One door's locked. One pathway is potentially a fall.
Holy. One is sacred.
Sacred hole.
It's holy.
Out of curiosity, how long does a Type A power cell keep a light going?
12 hours, I think.
Okay, so not a big pan.
Good. We're not rationing yet.
That seems to me, I think that Josh has a ton of batteries too.
I mean, it's ammo, right? So
I'm not going to ask.
I
Oh,
also
ammo,
have that.
okay.
So you're making your way down towards the west. And then Josh is still in the front.
Yep.
What?
I would think so, yeah.
Unless he says otherwise.
Yep.
So as you make your way, um, there's a couple of odd things. The first thing that you notice is that from up ahead there is a very very dim light. Uh, Definitely like an artificial light, very dim, but something up ahead still perhaps has power. Um,
It's a
the other
good
thing that
sign.
the other thing that you notice is as you get closer and closer and down this hallway, you can see beyond it. You can see it kind of opens up into what looks like the wreckage of an engineering department. Like you see, like like torn power conduits and everything. But as you get closer to it, uh, your steps start you start bounding a little bit more. You feel lighter as you start to approach this area.
Like the gravity's different.
Like the gravity is different.
Hmm.
But that happened to us while we were on our ship as well.
Yes, when you were on your ship, when you were flying overhead, you hit some sort of gravity well.
Yeah. Is this. Man, it's probably not the same spot.
Sorry, this is an engineering
Weird.
section?
It looks like a ruined engineering section.
Ruined, yeah.
Najash, is there anything in here that looks familiar?
On a
Seems a
dashboard
bit.
look.
And where's that light coming from? I'll look around while Najash is looking at floor junk
Or
to
tech.
see if I can find. He'll have to look over his pecs to see if I can figure out where the dim light is coming from.
Give me a notice roll. Like as you enter into the room, and again, like normally the planet's like 0.45 Gs, and this is even less gravity than that. It's not 0 G, but it's not far off.
Calling Nagash a dim light might be a bit insulting for him.
I would never call him a dim bulb. I'll use intelligence. 8?
So yeah, you're kind of looking around and you kind of like check like the important things like are there any computers running? Are there any like obvious batteries or generators or anything? But you do see the source of this dim light, and it's really the light's really only noticeable because aside from your comms, everything else is pitch black. So it's kind of like in a pitch black room, even like the LED from your alarm clock is super bright.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks to be coming from a crack in a spherical device, probably about the size of a grapefruit. That is partially buried underneath some junk. What you do notice with the 8 is that the junk that is covering it is not touching it.
That's strange. Do we have the bioscanner I have? What will that check?
Biological things.
Can I use
Okay.
my survey scanner?
I'm wondering if we can detect radiation.
The survey scanner definitely will.
Perfect.
The bioscanner will pick up like signs of like radiation poisoning or radiation damage,
Mm.
but the survey scanner will definitely pick up radiation and other things.
Axiom, could you
Yes.
scan this? There's a ball of something here.
Yes.
It's partly buried, but nothing seems to be actually touching it.
It might have a specific gravity of its own.
Well,
My service
possibly,
can.
but I don't want to try to touch it unless we check for
Yes.
radiation, because there's some kind of a crack and it's glowing, and that's
Yes.
usually a bad sign.
I'll make a full checkup.
Thank you. Now, Josh, how are things looking?
My skin has
Correct.
not started burning, so there is no radiation.
That is a good indicator, yes.
I have detected it for you, Captain.
Perfect. I appreciate that greatly.
And what's Percival doing while they're looking around here?
Honestly, I'm going to play security guard and just make sure, watch out for things that could jump us, things that could collapse, things on top of us or under us. Just be general bodyguard.
Watching the captain roll her eyes.
Watching the captain.
Percival's being actually competent, while Najash is just being outright stupid.
What? Najash being outright stupid? He would
Mhm.
never.
So from this area, there is a corridor that goes to the north, and there's a corridor that goes to the south. And Percival, you can give me a notice roll.
Okay.
I do appreciate that you guys are exploring this abandoned place, and the person who actually has like really good notice isn't here.
Yeah, it's kind
Notice.
You probably should have brought the detective.
of. He seemed really involved in his book, so.
Ooh, nice roll.
Oh, nice.
Also very hungover.
Very offer, yes.
So Percival, you're kind of taking a look around, and like I said, as you're kind of like looking, it seems like that lessened gravity is localized to this area, to this engineering area. The corridor down to the south, it looks like it goes into maybe a storage area. Nothing terribly important there. But then you kind of catch something just out of the corner of your eye. You catch movement just outside of. Basically, you kind of catch it as like something kind of flutters by the edge of your light in the whatever the room is to the north. Whatever it was fast and it was flying.
Could I get a rough estimate on size?
Maybe the size of your hand.
Okay. Possible additional local fauna just flew by the passageway to the north, maybe about the size of my hand. My hand or my head?
Your hand.
My hand, okay. Possibly the size of my hand. I don't know. Perhaps they're a bat type thing. I'm not sure. Just one solitary?
You basically just saw movement.
Yeah. I just saw movement. Okay. I saw sudden movement. I'm not sure if there's a cause for concern right now or if it's just something that's made its home here, or maybe this was always its home and the spaceship interfered with that.
His hands are very tiny. It's probably not a problem.
How large was it?
About the size of my hand, if I had to guess. It moved very quickly. But if I were to put a guess, I'd say about the size of my hand, considering the distance away.
Well,
And it was a flying creature.
oh, terrific. That's lovely.
In the meantime, Axiom has finished his scan, and there is no zero gravity around that little ball.
Like zero gravity?
Zero gravity.
And any radiation?
No radiation.
I think it is. Do I feel anything else? For I say it's safe grab.
With a knowledge roll, I mean, okay. So pre-tech is weird. Pre-tech did a lot of things that it just is not possible anymore. Like it is Clark's law.
Yeah.
So looking at it, like that sphere is the reason why there's this gravity disturbance here. Coupled with the gravitic eddy that you ran into when you were approaching the place, something kind of tickles the back of your brain. Something that you heard, maybe amongst your people, their stories or whatever. But it's possible that some mandate ships or some mandate weapons used gravity as the force instead of explosive force or concussive force or whatever. Some of them used gravitational force in their weapons. That looks about the size of a grenade.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Of course, it is also cracked.
Yeah. Okay.
So, best guess, it's basically it is like a gravity grenade that has been lying dormant for 800 years and has not yet gone off fully.
You need to be careful with it, but I think it is safe, Gavin. I think it could help. I will need to make sure that it does not. What's the good word? Yet what?
Did it does not what?
Disassemble itself? Would break? I'm not sure what the right word is.
So, did you say disassemble itself?
Yeah. You know when something is old and is holding together by luck? And you touch it and it, like, dissolves. This thing is very old and a bit cracked. I don't want it to fall apart. But it's still emitting what it's supposed to. So I think it should be, like, its structural integrity should be fine.
Okay.
How does a grenade not fully detonate?
Can I use my premonition to know what's going to happen when I grab it?
Give me one sec.
I think that's what my oracle power does.
It is good news. Lobster will grab a grenade and we will have extra rations.
We're not eating him.
So you do need to commit effort for the day. So this would be your second effort for the day.
Yep.
But you can see into the future. So, basically, it is essentially unexploded ordnance. If you
Ah.
if you mishandle it, it will detonate.
Oh, yeah.
In your vision, you basically see yourself reaching for it and accidentally nudging it the wrong way, and the gravitational plane that it's kind of holding stasis shifts, and things fall on it. And then there is like people being flung to the ceiling, people being impaled on pipes. It is messy.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
Haversham will just kind of tilt her head and look at him. Oh,
Axiom
what?
just
He's going to grab a plate.
Axiom was very far away from it. He just reached his hand, like in. I'm gonna start walking, and then he pulled back his hand toward himself. And he goes, "Oh, okay."
Oh,
What-
we
what
won't
does-
grab it.
What does that mean, Axiom? Why
Um,
are you saying "oh" and then stepping back?
this thing is not safe. It is unexploded, like a shell that hasn't gone off yet. But
All ordnance is unexploded, or it wouldn't be ordnance.
yes,
Lobsters.
give it some
Right.
space.
If it exploded, it would be shrapnel, theoretically.
But imagine it's a grenade, but the little pin has been pulled out, and now something is just resting on it.
Oh dear.
Okay, now I understand.
Yes. Okay.
I don't think we should fiddle around with it.
I don't think so either. We might want to go check out one of the other sections, just
I
in
thought
case.
this would have been the piece we used to lower the effect of gravity on the ship, but it is just a side effect of its in betweenness. We should explore elsewhere.
And just so the players are aware, I'm sure aware that grenade is 100% pre-tech.
Yeah, it's a component, right?
It is.
It
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
absolutely is. We definitely don't want to be touching it right now with nothing to protect it or us. But we should definitely note where that is. So that's down the west corridor.
Yes, it is the western corridor
Yeah.
in the engineering department.
Yep. So we're going to need to figure out a way that we can retrieve that, because whatever is, I don't know of any civilization right now that is using gravity bombs.
It's a very good idea. Graviton cannons.
I mean, it might be why they crashed. It might be why we ran into that strange bit of gravitational turbulence.
If it's a grenade,
Interesting.
we could just put the pin back in.
I don't see anything in here that looks like a pin.
Hypothetically, yes,
Although
but I think
it would be it'd be hard to tell given the mess of this place. And Axiom, would you agree that that looks like it's like the wall of it is cracked?
yes.
Yeah. I don't think we can fix that by putting a pin back in it.
I mean, if we're very careful, we might get something out of it, but it might also fling everybody around. And lots of things around here are sharp and pointy. And some of
Mm-hmm.
it are peckish.
I don't particularly want to be skewered today. Or any day, really.
Is that a metaphor?
No, I'm being pretty literal.
Okay. I am not sure all the time if something is or is not a metaphor for human production.
I'm not even sure what that word means.
Which word means?
Meta thing.
Metaphorical?
Meta.
Metaphor.
Yes, that one.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Josh
if
does not care what word means.
all right then. Yep. let's just not. Let's just note where it is, and we'll leave everything else in this room where it is for now.
Yeah, that's probably a good
And
idea.
we'll.
Uh-oh.
Can you?
So, do
Uh-oh,
I need-
what?
Oh, what?
The game just paused.
Well,
That means Chris is doing stuff.
That's not good.
We
That's
talked
not good
to
at
it
all.
all.
for a moment I
Oh,
thought, what
no.
did Josh do?
Did we talk too loud?
Um, kind of, because as you're having this discussion, Percival, since you're kind of keeping watch, you see something kind of dart out of that northern room, followed by
Mhm.
several other things. They look like some sort of bird bat thing with like a large, like very pointy nose.
Are they coming towards us?
Uh, they they seem to be like they don't make any noise. They're not shrieking or anything. There is the flapping of wings. But as they kind of like start circling around, and you kind of get
I yell, they're I yell incoming.
Incoming what?
But yeah, their beaks look very needle-like.
Jackson will call them stingbats.
That's right. They are stingbats.
Apusses. Stingbacopusses. Hippo stingbacopusses.
But everybody can roll some initiative.
What is initiative in this
What's
game again?
initiative?
So on the up at
Oh,
the top,
there's a little. No.
so up at the top, you'll see the little combat carousel, and if you just click the middle of your picture, you should see a spinning die, and you can just roll that.
Or the combat tracker.
Or use the combat tracker like every other game.
I'm going to use the combat tracker because I don't see which one you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't see any spinning thing in my.
You look at your picture in the bottom right, there's a die.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Did I just roll it by mistake?
Yeah, it
No.
just says not rolling hit points. Already rolled this level.
Yeah, that's what mine
So-
says.
Excellent. I don't feel so.
Oh, that's
bad.
hit points. And that's okay.
Yeah, I will use the.
So where is
tracker thing.
initiative on the combat tab? Because I don't see it.
It should be right. There should be a little die right on the far right side. Like in the combat tracker, you'll see not started and then a whole list of us. You're at the bottom because you haven't rolled yet. But there should be
Yeah,
a die
no,
there.
I'm just saying I don't know where to roll initiative.
Just click
Sorry.
the d20 there.
Oh, okay.
I know it's weird after playing Forbidden Lands, which didn't have initiative rolls, and then Sentinels, which didn't have initiative, to be like a more.
Out of
I'm fine with
practice.
that. It's just I don't see an obvious like initiative thing on the combat tab.
If you look at Discord, you can see where the die is.
I saw Chris just post something.
Yeah.
So yeah, so the combat tab, the little cross sword icon in Foundry. And then
Oh, there. Okay. Oh, there's the. Yeah, okay. I went to the chat box and I rolled D20 there.
yeah, initiative in this is actually a D8, so it's a much flatter.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, if you just click that little die symbol, it'll roll your initiative for you.
Okay. Now I remember.
Is this our first fight?
There was like the slight fight with the people in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
For some of us, it's our first fight.
Ooh, one of the stingbats goes.
No.
All right. Who feels lucky?
None of us.
Percival. Percival feels lucky.
That's my middle name, but it's not. So that's okay.
It's your first name.
Well, I thought it was Percival.
Percival, Percival? Percival,
Percival.
Percival. It makes no sense.
On that we can agree.
That is going to be a 14 versus your AC.
Uh,
I believe that is.
where's my AC? Where's my AC?
Top right.
Top right? Oh, my AC is 16.
Okay, that will miss.
Yay.
16 AC. Wow.
That's what Discord's, that's what Foundry says.
This guy. Oh, that guy's going to go for New Josh. Yeah,
Yes.
Josh will catch it.
ooh, an 8.
AC 14.
Ooh, this guy. These guys are fast. Ooh, coming for the captain.
Oh no.
A 7.
My AC is 13.
Axiom, you're up. These things are swinging. And as they come in, you can see, like, it looks like they basically try to grab onto you with their, like, spindly little, like, legs and jab that, like, beak into your flesh.
That sounds unpleasant.
I'm gonna draw my space sword.
Because this is our actual first combat after 4 sessions.
Yes.
So we're just gonna go through just so everybody's aware. On your turn, you have one main action, which is doing something like applying first aid or making an attack, that sort of thing. You can have a move action, so you can move up to like 10 meters. I'm not bothered with maps, just because I hate trying to find science fiction maps. An on-turn action, some things are on turn, and you can do any amount that you like. Things like dropping an object or like any of your ready to gear you can take as an on-turn action or activate a simple device, that sort of thing. And then instant actions are things that have triggers. So, for example, making a melee attack is a main action. Making a ranged attack is a main action. You can do what's called a snap attack. So if you've got your weapon ready, you can basically give up your main action to make an instant action when somebody does the thing, but it's at a -4. So that's kind of like readying an attack, kind of. There is a fighting withdrawal, which basically means you're moving away, but the opponents don't make any attacks. Basically, that's the disengage from 5e. You can do a total defense, which gives you +2 to your armor class. Any other actions will adjudicate as they come up, but those are kind of the main things you can do.
I will so not remember this.
Basically, describe what you would like to do, and we'll figure out what action it falls under. But essentially,
Reaction move attack.
reaction move attack.
Yeah.
Right. And if your weapon is readied as opposed to stowed, you can draw it as an on-turn action. Basically, on your turn, you can draw it. Doesn't take your action. All right, Axiom.
Yes. So I will unsheath my swords, since it doesn't take my main action to do so. Kind of strange alien lady thing. I can move and attack.
Yeah, you can basically move up to 10 meters, but like I said, I don't use maps, so I will tell you if something is too far away to move. Don't worry.
I'd move here and try to swat the one like harassing the cat.
Okay. Don't worry about targeting because the system isn't automated, so just attack with your weapon, not your skill. Why did it roll a D0 for me to hit?
That sounds bad.
0.
Is that your skill?
Yeah, I forgot to pick the skill, that's why.
Yeah.
9 damage. Oh, that is.
Oh no, that was just me doing a test roll. Ignore that.
Oh, okay.
But there's a drop down on your weapon for selecting your skill. Shoot or stab or whatever you're doing. That was a good roll to waste though.
It was. You will notice though that Najash did 9 points of damage, and the exception of Percival, that's a lot of damage for folks.
Yeah. That's why we plan to feed him a bit more.
We lost Yurik.
We did.
Okay. 7. 7 is a miss, but as he brings that sword down, something that's important for melee combat. Melee weapons have, you'll see where it says shock damage. It says shock damage AC 13. That means if the target has an AC of 13 or less, they still take some damage because melee weapons are dangerous. And that 3 damage is enough to kill that thing. Very good.
Nice. That's a relief.
This one. Oof. He's driven mad by blood.
Blood?
Gonna attack the captain.
Apparently, my connection problem.
Oh no.
Done.
Yeah.
You killed one, Yurik.
Okay, good. I rolled and I didn't understand the things I was seeing.
That is an 11 hit the captain. I think is a miss.
Yes, it is.
Percival.
Let's see what my weapon is again. Combat. Is do I have a gun? I thought I got a gun from my starter pack, but maybe I just have blades.
I think you wanted to pick up a laser pistol, but I can throw that on your sheet.
Okay.
You picked up gunslinger because.
Yeah. Like if they're at range, I'll happily shoot one. If not, I'll use my my monofilament sword.
Yeah, you can jump in amongst them if you want, or you can shoot them. Your choice.
What's melee skill? Is it punch?
Stab. Well,
Oh, it is stab. Okay.
Stab if you're stabbing, punch if you're punching.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, actually, I've got them both at +1, so I will leap in and I will stab. I originally wanted to be a bit of more of a melee guy, but okay.
Okay.
All right, so do I roll the weapon plus my attribute?
So on the combat tab,
Yeah.
uh,
Or click the weapon?
click the weapon,
Okay.
and then
Do I?
you'll see a little drop down, and then choose the appropriate skill.
Okay. Okay. So when I click, it has stab 1 and then has modifier. Do you add an attribute or no?
No, that'll already be taken into account.
Ah, okay.
Oof, a 21
Just
to
get all.
hit. Perfect. So yeah, so Percival, you jump in, you skewer one of them.
Mhm.
8 damage is way more hit points than these things.
Oh, it does the damage automatically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because of your Savage Fray, basically all enemies adjacent to you at the end of your turn that you did not attack take the shock damage if they would normally be affected by it.
Okay.
So we'll say that you jump in and you skewer like one and then catch another one with like the backswing sort of deal. But just so you know how Savage Fray works is anybody that's adjacent to you other than the guy you attack is going to take your shock damage.
Hmm.
So in this case, 3 hit points is enough to kill them.
Nice.
They are not terribly robust. Ooh, this guy. Ooh. These guys are surprisingly brave. That one's going to attack Axiom. I don't think 7 is going to hit anybody.
Definitely
What is
not
the
me.
thing they need to hit us?
They need to hit your AC.
Okay. It's literally AC. Yeah, nice. Brain. Oh yeah, you're it.
Okay, that will take us to the Josh.
All right, he'll flex his right arm, which will open up and bring out these 2 very long, wicked blades. The third blade is a barrel instead of a blade, because apparently this thing has a gun in it.
Yep.
And he will start laughing and swinging, thinking this is very entertaining. I do not need the target, but I did anyway. Stab. Not stab, off combat tab, right? Or off the weapon.
Off the weapon.
Yeah.
19 is definitely a hit. Perfect. And it seems to be you have Savage Fray as well, right?
Yes, and he treats Savage Fray as AC 10 thanks to close combat too. It doesn't matter here, but it
doesn't
will
matter
in the
here,
future.
but it will definitely, yeah. Perfect. So yeah, the Josh, like these claws pop up and like kind of full on Wolverine. Yeah. Slices 2 of these things in half, and these things, for those of you that have stabbed them successfully, so for Percival and Josh, the ones that you stab, they splurt like they are flying sacks of blood. The ones that got taken out by shock damage basically flutter to the ground and like leak out. But the fact that these things are full of blood indicates that there are other living creatures somewhere that they feed off of. Captain. You're muted.
I am muted. I am not a combat-y person. That is not what I do. I do, on the other hand, have a laser pistol, and it was listed as ready, so I'm going to use it.
All right.
I'm going to be very careful not to shoot toward the side of the room with the glowing gravity bit. So whatever one of these creatures I try to hit will be on the other side of the room.
I think there's currently only the one left.
Oh, okay. And what am I rolling? What do I click?
Click.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Okay. I will be using. It's probably should be. Can I use intelligence?
No, it is dexterity.
Okay. I was hoping for intelligence, where I'm trying to be careful about where I'm shooting toward. 5.
Click the weapon, not the skill.
Oh. So on the inventory tab?
On the combat tab, over on the right hand side.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. No skill set. Well, that's silly. That should be shoot. And I will remember that setting. Okay. Oh.
20. 20 is definitely a hit.
Okay. For 6 damage. Do I just... Oh, okay.
All right, got it. So yeah, so fire off, and that one like sizzles and falls to the ground. Just so everybody's aware, the eventual energy weapons have an innate +1 to hit because there's no recoil.
Nice.
But yeah, these things fall to the ground. No more come out of that room. It seems though that, given the fact that these things are like giant sacks of blood with needle-like beaks, the fact that they are what's the term? Hemivores. For those of you who are medically trained. So yeah, there's at least enough life in the vicinity that they can feed off of, because they don't look like they're not like albatrosses. They don't fly for great distances. These ungainly little things. You don't know whether they're feeding off of something here in the ship, or if they have an exit or not, but they don't feed on themselves. But they were probably drawn to, maybe they can sense your blood or your heat or something. But it seems
Sure.
like that small group of them was all of them.
No one sees any more of them?
Nope.
No, I'm
Okay.
in-game asking.
Okay.
Nobody sees anything else?
It's very dark. I could not be sure.
It
I
is
do not-
sort of dark. I'm gonna shine my light around again to
We
see
should
if
find the mother. There must be a big one.
Really, you think?
These are very tiny, like babies.
Not everything is a large creature. Some creatures are small.
That is very sad. I am sorry for the small things.
Thanks. That's very kind of you. I won't tell anyone. Well, okay. I will look back toward the spherical glowy thing. Is it still in one piece?
It cracked even more.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Something tells me we'd know.
Yeah, probably. All right. Let's very carefully leave. these. I'm gonna kind of bend down and look at one of these critters.
Okay.
Can I scan it with my bioscanner?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna scan it and see if there's anything interesting about it.
You can give me a programming roll.
I will
Or
pull
heal.
out. Do you want me to do the whole readied thing with it, or
No, that,
or we're
that
not
really
in
only
combat? It
matters in
doesn't matter.
combat.
Okay. I would I mean, they're both the same, but I'll roll heal. Apparently.
So yeah, it is registering as some sort of. It's some sort of avian. Like at first glance, you're like, is it a mammal? Is it an insect? But it is in fact avian. Um, definitely a hemivore. It subsists off the blood of others. Basically, it's like if mosquitoes were giant birds, or I guess smallish birds, but giant mosquitoes. Um, it doesn't seem to have much at all in the way of internal organs. Basically, just like essentially one large blood sac that it stores its food in until it metabolizes it. Um, and you can ask one specific question about it if you would like.
Do I think that any parts of it would be valuable to sell?
No.
Okay.
Although you are fairly certain that that thing could probably drain an average human completely in 15 seconds or less.
Oh.
It's
Like
a
a,
hippopotamus.
it's a
If you
hemivore version of a piranha.
if you happen to notice these again, since there may be more of them down here, they will they could probably kill Najash in about 15 seconds just by draining the blood out of him. So, and she'll say this as she's kind of like using a little bit of scrap off the floor to kind of move it and tilt it as she's scanning it. So try not to get hit by one. They do
It would
seem
not
rather.
last 2 seconds. 15
That's good.
seconds is too long.
They do seem pretty fragile, but they don't really have any internal organs to speak of.
Yes, their meat is very small. It's not even worth cooking.
They don't have any. I mean, their skin is essentially probably the most organ that they have. There's nothing really. There's not much in it.
So the lobster is not marked safe today.
So
I
they're.
understand. Gives you a wink. Big exaggerated wink. I understand, Captain.
So they're probably not great thinkers or strategizers or anything, which is good for us. But yeah, try not to let them bite you. And if you do notice that one is biting another member of the crew, please kill the stingbat, if that's what we're calling them, as quickly as possible. Yeah, I can't see anything useful. We can just leave them in here, I suppose. I imagine our filters will filter out any smell that they may have as they decompose.
Oh yes.
Hopefully.
So yeah, so from engineering, there is the room to the north that these creatures came from, and then there's back to the central hub area. Unless you guys want to try to take the gravity grenade with you.
No, not yet. That's going to require some extra planning to do that safely, I think. But we can make our way back to the central hub and then go northwest.
Back to okay. That will take you back to that takes you to the room that those creatures came from.
Oh, they came from the area of the cryopod hub?
No, you guys were in engineering,
Mm-hmm.
which is directly west. They came from the north. So when you go back
Yeah.
to the central thing and then you go northwest, you end up in the room they came from.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that works.
And this room looks
Are
like
there more in there?
no, there are
Okay. That's fine then.
not. You can see like there are like nests. Look like they're made out of some sort of dried reddish filament.
Okay.
I mean,
Ew.
it stands to reason. I mean, many birds use like spittle and stuff to make their nests.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to scan it, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be red blood cells and
Yeah, much like other birds.
plasma.
They
Yep.
use
Yep.
their spittle as glue.
Ew.
Not their fault. They're blood sacs.
Yeah.
But aside from that, this room looks like it's attached to engineering. It looks like this is basically like where the ship batteries were or are. They are covered over by centuries of bloodbird poop. But there are still very large batteries here.
Just as a world building question, Chris.
Yep.
Is the difference in technology like pre-tech to where we are now, like the same scale as like in our Daggerheart game where it's completely crazy for you guys to look at, or do we recognize most things here?
No,
Like more or less.
you recognize most things. It's kind of like if you go from 21st century and you look at like a very primitive battery from, you know, like the early 1900s, whatever, you still recognize it as a battery.
So it's a battery, it's just really fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
The biggest technological advances are there are things pre-tech does that modern tech cannot do. Like gravity grenades, for example.
Transporters or
Transporters and like some of the ship modifications and stuff like that. But like a ship is still a ship, a computer is still a computer, battery is still a battery, reactor is still a reactor, that sort of thing.
gotcha.
I assume that anybody that has any knowledge of Fix has done at least some studies, because pre-tech isn't mythological. Everybody knows it existed. There are examples that can be studied, that sort of thing. So yeah, these are recognizable as basically the primary batteries for the ship.
Well.
Fancy batteries. These are very good. We should take these.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we should.
Lobster, put these on the list. Sorry, Captain, tell Lobster to put these on the list.
Ask.
If you want to. Yes, tell
Ask.
him, maybe.
Ask Lobster to put them on the list, and his name is Axiom. So we will ask Axiom to put them on the list.
You can ask him whatever you like. You
I
are the
will ask
captain.
I will ask him to put them on the list. Yes, batteries. How large is large?
They're probably about
Bigger than a car battery.
they're bigger than a car battery. They're probably about like 4 feet high, 2 feet wide, 3 feet deep, sort of thing. Like they're a good size.
So almost like fire hydrant sized.
Yeah, about that.
Do they look damaged at all? And if they are damaged in such a way that it's leaking whatever inside the batteries, the fuel, the whatever.
No, like they're crusted over by the refuse from the creatures that were living here.
Yep,
But they don't seem to be leaking anything. And
that's good.
like on a cursory glance, at the very least, there's no structural damage to them.
That's good.
That's good.
I mean, clearly they are drained of power by this point, but
That's okay.
where to next?
North takes us back outside, so northeast.
Northeast. Oh, excellent. Jesus.
Fancy.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I totally stuck. You know. Yeah,
Mhm.
this looks like a lab. It is not as brightly lit as this, and it's in shambles. But this is definitely like it's a very large laboratory. Um, it looks more like a workshop as opposed to like a science lab. Basically, like the sort of thing like you would see the MythBusters working in. It's like a fabrication
Okay.
lab.
Okay.
But what draws your attention here, um, kind of scattered about, but there is like a frame and pieces for what looks like some sort of exosuit.
Hmm.
Najosh, you recognize that immediately.
As
That is.
What for the next suit?
It is. It's
Power
basically. Yeah, it's basically the smallest type of mechs. It's basically it is a shock suit.
Captain, this is good.
Aren't those
Fix this.
pieces of a? They look like armor, like person armor, ish.
Is big robot suit. Well, it's a very small robot suit.
I was going to say this doesn't look big.
I
Not the
mean,
way you were describing them before, at least.
it is like 3 meters tall.
Yeah, he was describing things that were more like 15 meters tall.
Oh yeah.
Well, how much of it do we think we could carry back to the ship? I mean, we have plenty of storage space.
It would take a lot of space and ship. But
Given that
Johnny
we
is
had-
very smart. He might
Given
be
that
able
we
to
had-
put this together.
Well, that would be the more important thing. But we have plenty of cargo space now that we don't have cows and grain and housewares.
We should not sell this, Captain. If we make this work, then Najash can take ships with this. Jump out of our ship and land on other ship. Tear open
That-
the hull.
Really?
Oh yes.
That
Yes,
sounds.
This is weapon of destruction. It's a very
That-
small, like Percival, but bigger than Najash.
That sounds perfectly terrifying. I like it.
Is good.
I agree. We should take as much of it back to the ship as we can on our trip back, so we can each take as much as we can carry back to the that sort of hub area where the cryopods were, and then we'll continue on down the next hallway. But we'll
Give it gravity engine.
what?
Gravitons. Yes.
What about
We take grenade
Hey.
and make engine.
Not quite yet.
And then the suit will never run out of power, ever. Is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Suit can fly.
Sorry, what was this great idea?
It's not, it's just.
He seems to think that we're going to put the cracked grenade and use it as an engine or a power source for this exosuit,
Oh, that sounds like a perfectly
so that
feasible,
he'll
safe
never
idea.
run out of power. Yeah, right? That sounds like a terrible plan.
So he'll never run
I
out
just-
of power.
As we're walking back, like everybody's carrying parts back to the hub,
Hmm.
I see Percival and Haversham just kind of walking side by side, and like, yeah, I see him like, just envision him jumping off the hull of our ship for some reason and just flying off into the great expanse, never to be seen again because his suit never runs out of power. That's
the,
horrifying.
the funny thing is he sounds so
Happy about
so
it.
bravado and stuff that he would find a way to
Excited.
survive, I think. No, I think he
Well,
would
I
like,
mean, if it never ran out of power, he would starve at some point. But
no, but I'm just saying that no matter what ridiculous situation he might find himself in, I have a feeling he's just going to keep coming back.
he would enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh yes, he would enjoy it.
I think his people are a little terrifying, but only a little. They're
Maybe he's just the terrifying one.
maybe he's the only one that gets this excited about.
Or worst case, perhaps he's the tamest of them.
Well, that's a thought that'll keep me up tonight. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. That's lovely.
Well, I mean, I'm considered the white sheep of a family of black sheep, so I mean, who knows? There's no black sheep in our family. In my family, I'm the white sheep, apparently. I think. I've never been clear on why. Anyways, but I liken myself to being the white sheep
None of my people are sheep.
or the black sheep. Well, I don't consider myself to be a sheep, but to use an old analogy.
At some point, we are all going to get drunk and tell terrible stories.
Oh, sure, we will. Oh, maybe with a few bar fights with some of our group.
I'm pretty sure even if he was drinking alone, Josh would find a way to get into a bar fight.
Oh, I don't doubt that for a second.
He could just be drinking alone in his room and still get into a bar fight somehow, just all by his lonesome.
Sees his reflection and goes, "Are you challenging me?"
Maybe. And then we'll drop everything in the hub with the cryopods are.
At the front, while this conversation is going on, Najash is still spouting nonsense the entire time. They're just looking, going, "Oh my god!"
And still flexing his pecs.
Yes, I am peckish. Think how peckish I'll be in this machine.
It's not even the correct use of the word.
Oh, that's okay.
That's okay.
It's better than him using the real version and looking at Axiom. So we'll just
That's
leave it the
true.
way it is. All right. So we will go to the east.
To the east. Alrighty.
Oh, here's a dumb question. We have no way to really map this if we wanted to map what we were doing, would we? We don't have any like equipment to do that.
Well,
Outside
I'm
of
just kind of
markers
making
and stuff.
notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we know which way we came in,
Okay.
and we just went straight, and we've been kind of making notes going around the hub since there's like 8 spokes from this cryopod room,
Mhm.
and we know which one we came in through. We're just going to call it north because
Yep.
that always seems.
I
to be
assume we
position.
kind of know where we're at.
It's kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what's actually north or south on this planetoid, but
So you're
that's
going.
what we're calling it.
That's right.
East.
You come to another one of those like airlocky type doors. This one does not seem to be as badly damaged. It could probably be forced open.
Can we see anything? Like, is there a crack or anything that we can shine a light in through, or are there windows on it?
There are neither of those things.
Sorry, I was coughing my brains out. What?
There are neither of those things.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tap on the door. Just.
It is thick and solid.
Who's there?
Me. I am.
Me who?
Yeah, that's a great question. Tessa Haversham, pleased to meet you. I'm your captain.
It's not a very good joke.
No, it really isn't. I'm going to, as she's kind of telling this terrible facsimile of a joke to Najash, she's kind of listening carefully to see if she hears anything at all other than him.
No. But you can tell from like when you knocked on it, it's like knocking on a bank vault.
Either this door is very, very thick, or the space behind it is crammed full of rock. Or something solid. Looking at it, Axiom, could you check for radiation again? Or anything else that might be exuding from this space? I'm not sure if we should try to open the door yet.
Yes, open
Or
door.
maybe Axiom isn't in a position to talk right now. I see
The
that it's
Josh will
muted.
get grenade. That will open door.
No, we will not be using the grenade to open a door. That would just destroy whatever's behind it and us. I don't particularly want to be destroyed today. So, where the doors meet,
Yep.
is there enough space for like Najash to get his fingers in there, or are we going to need some kind of machinery to open this door?
You probably need like a crowbar or something at the very least.
Josh has claws. They will fit.
Or that.
Maybe.
And Percival is very strong too.
But
Together we will open.
looking at it, it is like it's designed to be man open in case of a power failure, but it is also designed to be airtight.
Yeah. All right. I would really like to have Axiom make sure nothing is radiating out.
I can roll for him.
Thank you.
He it's like, if there's anything radioactive on the other side, the door is too thick to pick it up, which I guess is good.
That would make sense. All right. Well, keep your scanner handy. Now, Josh, can you just try pushing one of your blades through that seam in the door to see if we can find out what's on the other side of it? Let me look at your blade for a second. How thick is that? Like, how wide is the blade things that he's had implanted?
Those blades are so thin, it is terrifying.
Whoa, that is. How are they? Well,
It's not crowbar. It's made to shell lobsters.
Yes, I could see you. If you ever become a chef, that thin a blade will probably be very useful. Is it sharp enough that you think it will go through that door? Like, even if it just goes down through the seam to sort of break the seal, if it's sealed.
Not sure, but Percival and Josh, we tried to pull open. Use claw to get leverage.
All right, I will take 3 steps back and I will ready my laser gun just in case.
All right.
I'll kind of do
Doesn't work, we will get burned.
the two-handed kind of, light shining in the same direction that I'm pointing my laser pistol. Just in case.
So what's Najesh using? Like a cyber claw?
Basically, yeah.
These things are disturbingly thin.
So they're called monofilament.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like my sword. Okay.
Yeah. But if you guys would like to crack this door, that would be an exert roll. Or work.
I forget, can we assist somehow?
You can, if you would like to assist, you can explain how you help, and if you succeed, you'll give a +1.
Sorry, and the options are what? Exert or work?
For assisting, it's however you like. You could use lead. You could be like, "Come on, you can do it." Good job.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you have exerter work?
I do, but they're both -1.
Yeah, me too.
I'm looking to see what I have that's a bonus that I could actually help with. I mean, I have a monofilament sword. I could do stab and assist and try to find out if he found a weak spot. add that way.
Absolutely. And that,
You two can just kind of cut us a little doggy door out of it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll cut us a doggy door.
so yes, in that case, instead of rolling the weapon, roll your actual stab skill.
Oh, Lordy.
Just because skills
Yeah.
are 2d6 and combat's d20.
Do dex. I'll do it dexterously.
So we're gonna open this door like Wolverine does.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
That is enough to give Najash a +1. So you like stab in, start cracking it, crack. And you do get, and this door is heavy, and this door is thick, and it takes some time to kind of move it out of the way. Especially because neither one of you are terribly skilled at actually using your physicality in this way. Like you skip leg day all the time. But good news, you have in fact found the engine room.
Yeah.
Leg days for losers.
And I'm going to need everybody to give me a physical saving throw.
Oh, she was right.
She was right.
Sorry, both of us or just one of us?
Everybody.
Oh, everybody.
Oh no.
Physical saving throw, huh?
Physical saving throw.
Well, that's not good.
Yay! I made it.
There's no modifier, right?
Nope, there's never a modifier for a save. You just have to roll
This is
that.
why you don't.
Oh,
This is why you don't skip leg day, people.
oh no.
This is why you do not skip leg day.
Every day is chest day.
You picked the wrong day to be peck day.
That's how you get peckish.
How's that working out for you today?
Not
Good
good.
news, Captain. I have found the radiation. My skin is bubbling.
Yes, we should leave. We,
I have
we
a
should
detector.
back away. Back away. Back away.
So as the door gets cracked,
News, I found the radiation.
Axiom is like, oh. As he's looking at the radiation gauge on his survey equipment, spike far into the red.
Oh, we should. That's a beeping sound. We should go.
Nope.
Beeping from that machine is never good.
Everybody who failed loses a point of Constitution.
Oh.
Like, how do you do that?
I'm not sure. Do we? Because we can't. Unlocking just unlocks the skills. That's so bad. I only had an 11.
So on your combat tab,
Oh, sorry.
you see where your stats are? There's the number that you have, and then there's a column that is currently all zeros.
Yes.
Put a -1
Just put
on
a
Constitution.
-1.
Yep.
Oh, that's not good.
I hope that's fixable with treatment.
I hope so too.
Does that reduce anybody's Constitution below half of their starting? I hope not.
I don't think that's possible.
From losing one?
Did anyone have 2
Yeah,
constitutions?
does anyone have 2?
I hope not.
Even Anita doesn't have 2, I don't think.
No, I had an 11.
Oh, man. I like how he said that would be bad.
But that's an important question, though. Like that's a thing, right?
Yes, it does indicate that we should leave as fast as possible.
So yeah, you guys are, oh shit. Are you going to take the time to close the door?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, because I don't think leaving it open will, like, it's not like a bad smell. It's not going to air out. It's going to keep
Okay.
radiating radiation.
So notably, mildly dangerous zones are like a save once a day or once per hour. A lethal radiation zone is saves per round.
Oh shit.
It took a
Let's
couple
just
of rounds to open the door. It's going to take a
let's
couple of rounds to close
no,
the
let's
door.
just get out of here.
Yes. Agreed. Let's go.
Um, incident, just so players know, if the new score decreases Constitution, you lose any hit points that your former modifier gave you. So if you dropped it down below 14 con, you will lose the extra hit points.
Oh,
If
it did too.
Yep. If your Constitution is reduced below half of your starting, you will die in 1d6 weeks from radiation poisoning.
Jesus.
If you are
That's
reduced below a Constitution of 3, you die instantly.
oh shit.
Because you have a trained medical professional with you, Captain, you are aware that if you guys get out of here very quickly, nobody will take a lethal dose, which means you can handle it with your med kit. It's going to take probably a day or so, provided you're successful with the med kit, but nobody needs hospitalization as long as you guys don't stick around.
Yep.
The good news, though, is it will take time for the radiation to basically flood the ship. So you guys can, if you want, get out with the stuff that you've got, the suit, the batteries. You could try to grab the grenade if you want.
No.
Or you can just leave and you can go and get like some radiation suits and come back.
Yeah. Yeah. We are coming back with equipment, not not like this.
Okay. So
Not like this.
you've noted like, okay, these are the things that we need. Let's go
Yeah.
prepare to excavate.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going back to the hub, grabbing the stuff we put there, the suit parts,
Yeah.
and going north back to the ship
Okay.
because I don't know how far away or how close we need to be for that radiation to start affecting us, so we will not be coming back here until we have radiation suits.
I actually looked up like half-life of different radioactive elements. Because I'm like, if it's been leaking for 800 years, how lethal is it still? Oh, very.
Very.
Still,
But
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, how bad? How long could half-life be?
Very.
Oh,
Very, very bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys can. Basically, you guys can outpace the radiation leak.
This is how we get giant blood-sucking birds.
Yep.
Probably.
This is how they get things that are yeah, strange combinations.
But so you guys are grabbing the suit parts,
Mm-hmm.
and
Batteries, if we can.
yeah, you'd be able to grab the batteries as well.
Okay.
Like again, the advantage to the lower gravity is you can carry a little bit more. I'm not going to be super strict on it. So you can grab the batteries. Basically, the batteries count as a pre-tech component, and the suit is a suit. It desperately needs to be repaired and everything, but it can be repaired, and you can get
So
all that
one
stuff.
component.
So you have one component, and the grenade is usable as a grenade or as a component. And Najosh was right. There will be stuff in the engine room that you'll be able to use.
Do we? Okay. I'm looking at our ship, and we have. This is Cargo 160 and then Cargo X.
The Cargo X is just like a placeholder for when you add cargo. You have 160 tons of space. The suit takes 10.
Okay.
Like the suit doesn't weigh 10 tons, but it takes up that much space.
So does that go under amount?
Yep.
Okay.
Just so, I mean, you guys have basically cleared this out. The only real danger here was the bird things, just because we hadn't had a combat, and I wanted you guys to see how it works. You guys did really well in that, actually. Like, I couldn't hit anything, and your damage was more than enough to kill them. Had they latched on, though, they automatically hit every round they're attached for a D3 damage.
Yeah, that's bad.
So
That's very bad.
stacks
I
up
could
quickly.
see these. I could see these things being fitting right in on my planet, but that's not a good thing. Do the batteries take up any amount of, like, any appreciable amount of space?
No, they're just they're
Okay.
components for upgrading your ship.
Excellent.
So we're just gonna say that you guys can basically go grab your once the radiation is isn't as concentrated. Your vac suits will give you enough protection to get into the engine room to grab the stuff. Just so we don't have to basically do like another dungeon crawl for an area that you basically already explored.
Yeah.
What do we get out of the engine room?
2 more components.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
So there's basically 3 pre-tech components altogether. 4 if you want to use the grenade.
So we have 3 currently.
I'm
Going back
throwing
for
it up in the notes.
if we go back for the grenade, is that going to be like next session or?
If you guys want to grab the grenade, whoever is going to grab the grenade can give me a. Let's call it a fix roll.
Oh, mine's -1.
2.
The difficulty on it is 8, so you can weigh your odds.
Who is it that has fix? Is it Noir?
It is.
Of course it is. Yeah, we will have him come back for it. We will go with 3 for now. But I've added that info to our ship info, and I also, if you click on description mods, I added the finances as well.
So I'll make the note for or the roll for Johnny. So yeah, he can grab the grenade.
Okay, so I'll write down 4 under our cargo. Nice.
So for modifying your ship, since that's what you went off this for, if you want the drill velocity upgrade, you need to have somebody with fix 2, which you do not currently have. But you can hire somebody to do it. Once the mod is built, Johnny can maintain it. He's just not skilled enough to build it himself yet. The good news is it's only going to take a couple of days to do the work. So it is going to cost you. Oh, that's really cheap. Like, you do need the shipyard, which is 3,000 credits for the week. And then your technician is going to cost you like 200 credits. So 3,200, and then the mod itself, Johnny does it for half because he's a tinkerer. So he does it for 25,000 and 2 components.
2, okay. So that leaves us
Nice.
2.
But that does mean that your spike drive is considered one level better than what it actually is. And that will carry over if you upgrade the engine itself. That +1 modifier is on top of whatever your current engine is. You don't have to remod it. You just move the mod over. The good news is that the day that it takes you guys to get all that work done is also how long it takes everyone to recover from the radiation poisoning.
And you said it cost how much for the whole everything added together for the Spectral?
Everything altogether would be 28,200.
Thank you.
But when all is said and done, you guys have a upgraded ship that can make significantly longer jumps. The captain has the lead on a ship that's going to be leaving carrying cargo, because that's one of the things the captain did during downtimes. A ship called the Gladiator. It is a medium freighter, so roughly equivalent to your ship. And according to your sources at the docks, it's carrying like some ore and stuff, which is not super valuable, but it is also carrying some luxury items. Basically like silks or furs or crystals or diamonds or
Whatever silly, pretty things that people are obsessed with at the moment.
right. And your source tells you that it's basically carrying. Let me do this math here. It's got basically it's flying out with about half of its holds full, and then half of what it's carrying are luxuries.
Nice.
So you're doing some quick math. You figure that that ship is going to be carrying anywhere between 20 and 40 tons of luxury consumables. Fine wines, booze, drugs. You're not sure, but stuff that will fetch a pretty price.
Pretty rocks. Whatever.
Yep. You just have to catch them before they head out.
Mm.
But with that information, your ship updated, everybody recovered, we will call it there. And we will pick up next week with probably some piracy.
Cool. I will let you upgrade the spike drive and whatever other info on the ship needs to be updated. I've updated our cargo and I added a spreadsheet to the description to keep track of like the expenses and stuff. So, but I will take the 2 pre-tech components off so that we have 2 left.
Just so you know, Tony, to repair the suit without adding anything to it, it's going to cost you, what's got? It's got 15 hit points. It's going to cost you almost 10 grand just to repair it.
Gotcha.
And you're going to want to have cash for maintenance because it is expensive to keep up.
I mean, yeah, it's a ship asset, right? So
Yep. But yeah, and then from there, like, you know, you'll have to figure out what you want to get for, you know, fittings and weapons and all of that sort of stuff. It's just the basic suit.
yeah, that's part of the advanced set, right?
The shock suit, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to pick that up.
Yeah. I'll send you the relevant information.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Have a good night, folks.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
too.
running.
Thanks for getting.
Cool.
Yep. And we'll see
Thanks very
everybody
much.
next time. You guys can.
Yep.
Oh, something else you might want to consider just before we go. Now that you've got the upgraded drive on your ship and you can jump like 2 hexes, once you deal with the gladiator or don't, you might want to take a look at the sector map at some point and figure out where you want to go next, and we will figure out what sort of planet that is.
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
Okay. Night, guys.
Okay.